Yeah, we back with another interesting video. Now, brothers, I think one day I should make a video on the type of women that we should avoid, the certain professions that we should avoid, right? And at the top of that list, I would put female correctional officers. Any woman that's working all through the week around a bunch of prisoners, yeah, nah, we're not doing that, bro. Not doing that. In this video, we got a funny clip, right? This brother, apparently, he did some time locked up, and he had his girlfriend with him. And they were talking about how they met when he was in prison and she was a guard. And, hey, I'm going to play the footage and I'll be right back. Let's go.
What you do? What's the first thing you did out of prison?
Called her.
That's true.
Were you waiting on him? Hey! Well, how'd you knew her when you got locked up?
How did we meet?
I was a correctional
She was a guard. I was working.
Oh, you was an officer?
Oh!
Okay. He was an inmate?
Well, you see the connection there, though.
Okay, hey. Hold on. Were y'all like already intimate in the building or y'all waited?
We intimate.
No, we weren't. No. We were never intimate while she was. No, we weren't. No, we weren't.
You got in trouble.
You just said it wrong.
All right, we back. Now, as I said before, I've never been locked up. The longest I've been in prison was about 5-6 hours because I got stopped by the cops at a traffic stop and they found a blunt in my ashtray. And that's the most I've ever been locked up for. Case got thrown out just by showing up to court. Didn't even have to pay a fine. Now, I do have friends that have served time because a lot of my homies, we never did no violent crime, nothing like that. I don't got no homies that went to jail for murder or any violent crime. I'm from the state of New York. So the type of crime that my homies were getting into was like scamming, swiping, credit card scams, things like that, boosting, things like that. I got homies that did serve time for that, came out, and told me some stories. And a large part of the reason why you have people in prison, guys in prison, they got the new iPhone, they got the iPad, they drinking alcohol, they smoking weed, they eating KFC, is because guess what? Them guards is bringing it into the prison. How else do you think they get things from the outside world inside the prison yard? Also, another thing that happens relatively frequently is women are getting into intimate relations with these inmates. And of course, the inmates, depending on how long they've been locked down, if you lock down 5, 10, 15, 20 years, hey man, that frumpy looking prison guard might look like a IG model when you've been locked down for, months and months and years, and you've been masturbating for a whole lot of time. Hey, it is what it is. And of course, compared to the inmate, that correctional officer is in a position of power. So yes, there are women who, hey, they might be attracted to that dude who's locked down for, carjacking. And guess what? At 2, 3, 4 in the morning, she's sneaking inside his cell and they getting it in. They having a good time. That happens relatively frequently from what I've heard. So that's why I tell the brothers, man, at the top of my list, I would put female correctional officer. That's a no-go. Don't even do it. There's other professions I would put in as well, but we'll leave that for another day. But at the top of the list, I would put female correctional officers. That's a no-go. And as you can see, the brother was trying to get her to keep her mouth shut because not only I don't know if she's still working as a correctional officer, you could get fired. I believe that's a felony offense because the imbalance of power. A prisoner cannot consent to sexual relations. I know people don't think that men could be sexually assaulted, but that does count as sexual assault because a prisoner has no means of consenting to anything really. He's locked down. He's a prisoner. He's in slavery essentially. But on the flip side, when a man is locked down 24 hours a day and the only thing that he has is free time, guess what? Those are the most slick talking. Hey man, I'm telling you, bro, don't let your wife be a correctional officer. I guarantee the prisoners, they're going to be spending game with your wife, bro. They're going to be spending game with your girl, bro. And if she's not solid, if she's not, 100% down for you, bro, it is what it is, bro. She's going to be going. Now, on the flip side, we could have a whole different conversation, right? Why would a woman choose to get involved with the inmate? Because so many things could go wrong. Now, this brother seems like a cool brother. I don't know what his charge was that he was convicted for to get locked up, but I'm not saying every inmate don't deserve love, don't deserve to have, a female down by his side, but women choose to get involved with certain characters, and then when things go bad, they want to blame the entire population of black men. But why did you choose an inmate? Now, hey, the brother seems cool. The brother seems like he's a solid brother. And like I said before, I got homies that been locked up for crimes that were not violent in their nature. So I'm not saying every black man that's locked up, every man that's locked up don't deserve to have a female. But I'm just saying, women, y'all got to look in the mirror. Why y'all choosing inmates to get involved with? And then when things go bad, don't blame black men. That's all I'm saying. And like I said before, this happens relatively frequently, bro. This happens relatively frequently. You got a whole prison full of men that's doing 700 push-ups every goddamn day, 1,300 sit-ups, and then you got these women, working as prison guards around these men all goddamn day. The men, they're sexually deprived. They don't got no access to the beautiful women in the outside world. The only women they have access to is the prison guards. And unfortunately, if the women themselves are not strong in their disposition, listen, they're going to be easily drawn down by temptation. And this happens relatively frequently. Even though there's laws on the books that says this is a felony offense, it still happens relatively frequently. So I just want to give a heads up to the brothers. If your wife, your girlfriend is a prison guard, a correctional officer, I'm sorry to tell you, bro. Listen, get her to switch professions, get her into a different field. I would never, ever, ever have my girl working in a prison yard, working in a prison. No, hell no. And y'all remember, you know the rapper Young Thug is currently fighting a case right now. He's locked up. His whole team is locked up, including the rapper Gunna. You know that there was a girl that got a felony charge because she was sneaking in drugs for Gunna into the prison. She was a correctional officer sneaking in drugs for Gunna. Bro, how do you think, like I said, how do you think the prisoners, they smoking weed, they got iPhones, they got iPads, they got cell phones. Bro, this prisoner's going live on YouTube. Bro, I'm telling you, if I was locked up, God forbid, I would 100% have a shorty on my team who's a prison guard. I would definitely be sweet talking the prison guard. Absolutely, bro. Absolutely. I would be having her bringing in weed. I'll be having her bringing in Haitian food, rice and chicken and oxtail and guyot. Bro, I'll be living like a king up in there because the only thing that you have is time. You got free time on your hands. And listen, a man that has free time on his hands, listen, that's a dangerous man. That's a dangerous man. He's going to be slick talking your girl. He's going to be sweet talking your girl. He's going to be fucking your girl. That's why I said, bro, do not have your girl working as a prison guard. I gave y'all the heads up. I gave y'all the warning. Don't say your good brother Neferkari Dessalines didn't give you the heads up. And that's all I'm going to say. It's your boy Neferkari Dessalines back in the building. Yes, indeed. Like, share, subscribe, Cash App in the description. And I'm gone. Peace.
Reincarnated, I'm back in original fashion. I left on a horse and came back in the ass. And I left with abundance and came back to famine. We used to be pyramids, now we be rapping. Look how the mighty have fallen. Used to be running, now we be walking. When you be cooning, that's when they applauded. Selling your soul, your sons and your daughter. Gotta come up in this shit, they stuck in the mix. Really, my heart it be breaking. That's why I'm stacking that paper and handle my business. Pass it down in generation. Talking about money and power and building a nation. That's a deadly combination. Never be watching the TV, they pushing agendas. Falsifying information. Know they got malice intentions. Step in the room and I'm feeling the tension. Enemy watching me blocking my vision. Get for the check cause I need my redemption. Building my kingdom, I need it protected. Ready for war like a young Money Congo. Never decided the team is the motto. Up in the crib and I'm whipping up waffles. Up in the crib and I'm smoking gelato. I'm chilling, I'm taking my pain and make it ambition. I'm blessed by the gods, but I ain't religious. I came for the power, they came for the bitch. They making no hourly wage. I got business, this shit is an art. And they could never be taught. Selling my soul, I can never be bought. Play with my money, I see you in court. Run to the check and I do it for sport. Babylon falling, I go to the source. Packing my luggage and go overseas. Shorty be with me and she so elite. Shorty be chocolate, I'm calling her Hershey. Secret intelligence probably gon' murk me. Don't fuck with friends, cause nigga I'm Haitian. Say the wrong shit and you're smacking their faces.